Hey man, what's good YouTube, bro? It's a video why WWE was better when you was a kid. Bro, I grew up in the PG era. Like 2014, late 2014 to 2015, bro. This is how I went to wrestling. So I was on scrolling through TV, right? Channels, right? The time watching Paw Patrol, all the kid shows, right? And then I scrolled to wrestling. I think it was the Wyatt family or something, or John Cena, right? I scrolled it down, like, what is this, wrestler? And I remember it was in Channel 61. You had cable, Channel 61 was the USA network. So I was like, alright, Monday, let's go catch the Channel 61, right? And then I later found out it was SmackDown on Channel 55. And y'all don't know about Channel 55. On a Thursday, it was not on a Friday, it was on a Thursday. But that's how I started watching wrestling, bro. Late 2014 when Brock was still the championship, and then Seth Rollins and the Authority. Ooh, bro, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand the Authority, dude. I hated the Authority. Like with Triple H, and then later on Vince came. I'm like, who's Vince? Mind you, at the time, bro, I didn't know who Vince was. Shane McMahon, like, and then Shane came in the mix. I was like, he had a brother? I was like, what? But this when I started getting into wrestling, bro. That time, 2015, and then my first WrestleMania I ever catch was 31 when Seth Rollins catched it. Boy, y'all don't know how pissed off I was, cause I know I didn't want Brock to win, cause Brock was just. I'm like, who is this guy, bro? He ain't like nobody. He ain't like no kids. He ain't like nobody. I'm like, I didn't want him to win, so I was going Roman Reigns. But every generation say wrestling was good back in the day. But y'all want me to do because I'm thinking about like going like very nostalgic, like what it was like for me growing up wrestling, like things I remember, whatnot. But I know what happened in Ruthless Aggression now and Attitude. I know it now because I'm a racing fanatic, bro. I know it all. But let's check out 20-minute promo. What do you have to say? Because I know y'all might clown me, but PG era was not that bad for me. Towards the end though, 2019, 18, yeah. But yeah. Let's see, man. But before we get in the video, man, please hit the subscribe button and like. And sit back, relax, bro, and like his video too,
Ruthless
man.
Aggression era fans say it. PG era fans say it. And now somehow there's even fans that get nostalgic about the Roman Reigns Big Dog era, the Thunderdome. But here's the weird thing. If every generation feels like wrestling...
Hey, bro, Roman Reigns? Even though he was stuttering at the time, I wasn't catching it. I was doing all that, bro. Like, Ashley wanted him to beat Brock Lesnar at the time. And the bar was like 10 years old, 11, 12. So, Roman Reigns, the good guy, I'm going for the good guys. When he beat Sheamus, bro, I remember when Triple H was trying to do a deal with Roman Reigns, was like, no, Triple H, no. He was like, all you have to do was just be my man. And then Roman finally won the World Heavy Championship at Survivor Series, right? Only for Roman Reigns at the time. Triple H came to shake his hand, and Roman Reigns Superman punched him, right? And then that's how the feud with Triple H and Roman Reigns started. And then Sheamus bro kicked this guy, and then 1, 2, 3, bro, y'all know how heated I was, bro. With the stupid mohawk that Sheamus had, and the little twist, bro.
I don't understand, bro. Old, then maybe the product wasn't actually just better.
I know it's dark. I just don't want to open my eyes.
Maybe being a wrestling fan was better back then. Because when you're a kid, wrestling isn't just another TV show. The villains feel real. Your heroes feel unstoppable. Superheroes and villains are real. And every Monday night feels like the most important thing in the world to you. So today I wanted to talk about why
I'm telling you, bro. I know, bro. Second grade at the time, after school programs. This is my schedule, bro. Go to school, on a Monday. Go to after school programs, whatnot. Come home, right? You got an hour. I came home at like 5 o'clock ish, right? I eat my little, my little snack, and then watch Star Wars Rebels. Y'all know about Star Wars Rebels, man. Star Wars Rebels. I'll watch that for like 30 minutes, and then after that, we know at 7 o'clock, Monday Night Raw. Put Channel 61, bro. Me and my brothers. Channel 61. We watched the wrestling till 9 o'clock, even though it finished at 10 because bedtime. But yeah, but those are the nostalgic, bro. I'm talking about. Let me not.
WWE wasn't necessarily better when you were a kid, but it sure felt like it was. I want you to ask yourself and let me know in the comments, who was your first wrestling hero? Was it John Cena, Batista, Rey Mysterio, Jeff Hardy? If you're a generation before, was it Stone Cold or The Rock? Was it Hulk Hogan?
It gotta be Cena,
whoever
right?
it may be, your first wrestling superhero is not judged objectively.
But he was losing though.
Analyzing
Cena was losing though at the time. Until he beat Rusev.
You're not analyzing the work rate, you're not watching the moves, you're not hunting for botches and things to tweet about and complain about as a way to unify you with this wrestling fandom that you've become a part of online.
Sure.
You were emotionally invested.
Not for
If you're a
real.
Cena fan, for example, when Cena won, you celebrated. Ooh. When Cena lost, you mourned.
Hey, boy, when Cena won in 2017, boy. You don't know how lit I was.
Is a vast universe.
Like he finally won a world title for the first time in my lifetime.
Constantly evaluating and critiquing.
Nah, not my lifetime. But when I was watching wrestling, he finally won a world title I saw live.
But as kids, man, we believed it. And if your first hero felt larger than life, then your first villain felt even bigger. You believed it. Wrestling was real. And I'm not necessarily saying that you weren't aware that wrestling was a scripted product. I'm sure we all were at a certain age. But the emotions, that's the part that was real. Whether it was Edge stealing championships or Randy Orton punting people in the head, JBL being a complete bully, Triple H abusing the power that he built around himself.
I think he grew up in a ruthless aggressor.
You hated them and you wanted them to lose.
Nah, bro, I hate it. You know why I hate it in wrestling? Going PG era. The Authority, Triple H, Stephanie, who else? Who else was getting Dean Ambrose a hard time too? It was basically the Authority, bro. Like every time Dean Ambrose or Roman Reigns had a up of John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, the Authority fun but somehow messed things up. And then towards middle school, I didn't hate the Bloodline. It's just they was just dominant. But I thought the Bloodline was cool. That middle school. Middle school and high school. From 8th grade to 10th. That's when Roman lost the title. But the biggest villain for me, it has to be the Authority. Or you want to say Roman Reigns was the villain. Yeah.
You went into all those matches with the emotional investment of wanting to see your guy kick their ass. As adults, we watch it completely differently. We're predicting, we're fantasy booking, we're reading the rumors, we're analyzing the product, every minor detail, and we almost get more enjoyment out of it when there's something to complain about, because the complaining is what brings us together in a weird way. Because that's how social media has built this whole system. When Jey Uso wins King of the Ring and we're all mad
I know Jey's gonna win, bro.
Interacting with each other on social media, we're all bonding over this hate watch of the product. When everything's good and sunshine and rainbows and we're happy, it's easier to just smile and watch and keep going about your day. You're not getting the dopamine the same way. But kids don't do that. They simply experience it. And when you were a kid, that's how you process.
Bro, as a kid, this might sound crazy, Y'all remember Sting return? Sting return, bro. That promo with the blood was, bro. That scared the crap out of me, bro. Like my ass was just in a pillow, crushing like no, bro. But Sting, yeah, bro. Even though he's supposed to be a good guy, that just creeped me
And
out
because you
for some
weren't
reason.
trying to predict everything, every surprise hit way harder. If you were a kid around 2008, how did you feel when John Cena's music hit at the Royal Rumble?
I was
Watching
20
that
years old,
live,
bro.
if you were a kid not on the internet, not a part of that culture, how did that emotionally hit you? Because you weren't a part of those communities that had decided John Cena was the worst. You were simply a kid, and that was your hero. Your hero that was taken out by Randy Orton. And now you're watching him return way ahead of schedule. Was that the first wrestling moment that completely shocked you? Or maybe was it Brock beating The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak? Or
Hey, I didn't watch that. I didn't watch wrestling in 2014. But bro, if I did, bro, and Brock, no, scratch that. Once I found out Brock did that, oh, I hated Brock, bro. Him and Paul Heyman.
Edge cashing in his money in the bank on John Cena in a way that you didn't think was possible. Or the Nexus showing
I
up
got
on
some
Raw
videos lined
and
up. I think I got some videos lined up.
destroying John Cena and ruining the show. How about Jeff Hardy leaving WWE after losing that steel cage match to CM Punk in a heartbreaking ending to a beautiful story? Or what about Shawn Michaels retiring at WrestleMania 26 after trying and failing once again to The Undertaker? As a kid, you didn't see it coming. Now you're grown, you have the dirt sheets, all you have to do is open the Twitter app.
You
and
can't read it, man.
From Fightful or Wrestler Purists or whoever else. And this is not a hit on them, by the way. They're all great people doing their thing and running a business. But what I'm saying is, all you have to do is open these apps and you're exposed to all the rumor, all the innuendo, all the potential spoilers of what's going on. And that's become a part of our culture.
Gotta put that phone away.
We all know the surprises before they happen. We all knew Paige was showing up at WrestleMania. The internet maybe didn't ruin wrestling, but it changed the way we consume it. And as access grew and as everything became more
I can't tell me Paige
thinks
so I ain't go hard.
it's completely changed the landscape of consumption. When you were a kid, wrestling happened to you. Now fans are trying to predict it before it happens. So all of those elements of excitement that you grew up loving and living and believing in no longer exist. And you are left with how good a match is, what moves are they using, all these analytical things that in a vacuum.
That is true. And you gotta think about it as a kid, bro. You watching the whole thing, bro. Like, I'm watching tag team divisions, women division, the main event. I'm going to watch SmackDown. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that Lucha, Kalisto and Sin Cara? Ooh, and when he did, y'all remember when the TLC in 2015 when he hit the Kalisto da Sol on Jimmy Uso? Dude, that was a sick move.
You really don't benefit your experience watching. It's all just meant to be information that you can use to build your online social portfolio to bond with the people around you, because you're bonding over the critiques, not the excitement. There is no excitement. There's no reason to be excited because excitement doesn't deliver dopamine the same way laughing with your friends in a thread about how bad something is does. And what that's led to is wrestling is slowly starting to feel less magical. When you were a kid and you were a wrestling fan and something big happened on Raw,
hey, I still got that kid in me, bro.
Come to school on Tuesday and talk to your friends about what happened. There was
y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know about that when you had, cause bro, you think our parents gonna be paying for pay-per-view at the time? Even though it was WWE Network for $10, even $10, bro, they was not gonna spend. But, bro, you will watch the pay-per-view. It's a kind of website, right? And then you did catch it. Then your friend, you have a wrestling friend, they would come the next day, explain what happened. So now you up in your edge. You like, wait, Roman and Brock didn't win? Seth Rollins won? I thought he lost to Randy Orton. The Authority? So now you gotta watch it. They say, oh, Brock is fighting Seth Rollins? Monday Night Raw? Oh, I'm thinking we about to have the match. I'm like, ooh, it's before my bedtime. I'm gonna be watching Brock Lesnar. And then they had the match. They had a brawl.
No Twitter that you could immediately jump to get your thoughts out and hear all these different reactions in your pocket. You had to go and you had to experience that with your friends, and they were just as excited as you were. Oh my God, did you see The Undertaker return? Oh my God, Ryback
You did
just
return
went
Battleground.
evil. Oh my God, the Shield just turned on the Authority. You would go over to your friend's house after school, pop in SmackDown versus Raw 2000.
What y'all know about those,
Play
man?
with your wrestling figures.
Hey.
Everything that made
Oh, them days
being
was
a wrestling
fun, bro.
fan as a kid for you special, because wrestling wasn't just a show. It was a hobby.
life,
it was
bro.
your personality. It was your friend group. You lived it. It didn't have to be real for it to be real. And at the end of the day,
Don't let nobody say, oh, wrestling fake. You say that, bro.
looking back on it, I think a
Those
lot of
just like
times
fighting
we
words, bro.
confuse nostalgia for quality, because back then bad storylines existed.
Yeah.
There were terrible champions and bad booking, all the same things that we criticize now. If we took
Booking
the
teacher don't want
universe
that
we
much.
live in now at the age we are now and went back 20 years, we would be doing the exact same thing. We would be complaining about Edge taking out Kofi Kingston at the beginning of the Elimination
Yeah.
Chamber because Kofi Kingston is this upcoming star, and why are we burying Kofi to get Edge back in there, who was just world champion? That's the logic that the IWC brings to
It's
the
when you get
table,
older.
because it's looking for reasons to be mad about things. It's not understanding the story that's building because of this situation. And yes, sometimes it doesn't pay off, because it's not like Kofi Kingston ended up getting his revenge on Edge.
Hey, I was booing
It's not
on
like
John
he ended
Cena.
up
I wasn't
getting a
booing John
program
Cena.
with Edge for the world title. It's not like there
John
was
Cena my
this
guy,
story
bro.
brewing, and that's something we would have complained about. But I don't see
I
those.
was booing Roman
critiques.
Reigns
At the end
too,
of the
man.
day, though, every era has garbage. The Attitude Era has garbage.
Ooh.
The Ruthless Aggression Era, my
Whoa.
favorite era,
That stuff is wild, bro.
has a lot of garbage.
Oh
So
my
does
gosh,
the
bro.
PG
Y'all see
era, and
Kane?
so
You see
my
Kane haircut,
favorite
bro?
era has a lot of garbage.
What the hell is this, bro? His ass got a, bro. You see his hairline? That's diabolical, bro.
And so does the PG era, and so does the modern era of today. But I
Ah.
think it's something we all have to accept, that the version of wrestling that you experienced as a kid will never exist again. And it's not because WWE has changed. It has, but that's not why. It's because you've changed.
Yeah.
You're older, you're smarter, you're more informed, you're less willing to try and suspend your disbelief. The magic trick, it still works, but now you see behind the curtain. And WWE isn't making it easy for you either, because they're showing you behind the curtain deliberately, because they know that's what you want to see. They're just monetizing it now. But one thing you do have to understand is the cycle continues.
Yeah.
Because there's some kid, multiple
People right now, people in elementary, they go feel like I feel, and then once they get older, they go feel how they feel. That's how wrestling work, bro.
kids
It's how life
out
work,
there
man.
right now that think Cody Rhodes is the greatest wrestler ever. He is their
You
job.
see, they seen Cody Rhodes right now. You know what I saw when I was a kid? Stardust. I saw Stardust, bro. As a kid, I'm thinking, wait, Stardust and Cody Rhodes, they're not the same person. They're not the same person. Stardust got paint on. Cody don't got no paint on. They not realize they the same person. But some kid don't know that.
On Cena. He is their Hulk Hogan, their Roman Reigns. Some kid out there right now loves modern WWE. They love when Jey Uso comes
Yeah.
out. They love singing the song. They love
I grew up with the Usos. What y'all know about that? I'm so close now. Dun, 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 dun. What y'all know about that war paint, bro?
yeeting. Some kid
In
right
the New
now
Day.
is going to grow up and they're going to say WWE
Kalisto.
2026 is so much better
Yeah.
than it is now in 2034. Older fans will laugh the same way people laughed when Ruthless Aggression era kids
And the attitude,
said
you
that
know.
2005 was better. The same way the Ruthless Aggression fans laughed when fans of the PG era said 2011 was better. Every generation does this. It's not unique. Because at the end of the day, they're not really talking about wrestling. They're talking about being young. You know, maybe WWE was better when you were a kid, or maybe it just felt bigger. Maybe the heroes felt stronger. Maybe the villains felt meaner. Maybe the surprises felt impossible. Maybe every episode of Raw felt like the most important thing in the world. Not because WWE was producing better television necessarily, but because for a few years, you weren't just watching wrestling, you were living it. And that's something that no era can recreate.
That's a great video, bro. He explained it great. But yeah, bro. It's certain things in the PG era I like that people who's older, like the unks, may not like. But yeah, like I can't really say Attitude Era because I didn't watch the Attitude Era because it wasn't born. But I know some things that go to. I watch, but I'm a type of fan. I know like what happened in the Ruthless Aggressor era and Attitude Era because I be studying it, you know. But at the time, PG era, bro, it was some good things. And then once I got older, I was like, you know what? I'm not watching this. I'm only gonna watch the main parts. Like from 2020, I started watching like the main parts. It was really Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, The Hurt Business, Seth Rollins, the main characters. But yeah, bro, comment down below, man. What era you grew up on? Like PG era, UTPG like me, Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggressor era. But comment out, bro, and appreciate y'all hit the sub button, like button. We gonna grow this channel up, bro. Ain't no telling what we gonna be. But yeah, man, great video about the 20-minute promo.